The Heartbreak Hogs back at it again at the end of the last episode. A 3-point loss. The Oklahoma Sooners in our last game, 44-41. We are now 4-2 on the season with 2 losses for a combined 4 points total. Doesn't get any easier though. At Alabama and at Georgia to start off this episode. Depending on how we do in those 2 games will determine how we do in the rest of the season pretty much. If we lose both of these games, we'll be 4-4 and we will likely just simulate the rest of the season and get to season number 4 in this dynasty so that we can just, continue to move forward. Because once we get down to 4-4, we'll be out of the top 25 probably. We will probably not have a chance to get into the conference championship, which means we won't have a chance to make it to the college football playoff championship. So a lot riding on these next 2 games, and obviously it's against 2 of the best teams in the game, so it's never going to be easy for us. We're going to go ahead and take a look at recruiting just before this Alabama game, just to give an update. So we are going to miss out on Ezekiel Harper, the 5-star gem right tackle. He commits to TCU over us at the end of last week, as well as 5-star Tyrese Vila, the right end from Louisiana, commits to Tulane over Georgia and Arkansas. We're going to miss out on 4-star linebacker Jamerson Elias to Ohio State as well. LSU was in front of us as well on that one. And then Steven Scroggins. We were third on him. We didn't really go after him too much. He commits to Notre Dame. We also missed out on Jeremiah Burfict, the 4-star to Oklahoma, who beat us last week. So missed out on quite a few recruits, so we're going to have to make up some ground in recruiting. We do have a decent class as of right now, and we are still in first place for several players, but only sitting 16th in the national rankings with 1 5-star and 4 4-stars committed. Still in first for the 5-star quarterback Miles Law. He is a gem, so he would be really good if we were to bring him in. Obviously, with Juravisha starting as a freshman, probably won't need any quarterbacks for the next few years, but we'll have to see. We got a few running backs on the board. We're in first place for a couple of them, and in second on one. We've got the wide receiver here from Arl, Arkansas, DeMar Canty. Deep threat. I'm hoping he's going to be really good for us next year if we need to use him. We're in first place for him by a long shot. We've still got one more offensive player here in Randall Sharp that we're in first place for. And then defensive end, we've already got 1 commit. Looking for a couple more here soon, hopefully. One of them being a 5-star. 2 4-star D tackles. Missed out on the linebacker. 1 committed 5-star cornerback who committed at the end of last week, Cole McRoberts, out of Oklahoma City. So he didn't really care that Oklahoma beat us. Decided to come to Arkansas anyways. 1 4-star that already committed at free safety. We're not going after him. And then we're going after this 5-star here. Hoping to get a commitment soon from him, but we've got Mississippi State, Tulane, Baylor right on our tails. We'll take a look at the team stats just real quick. We'll quickly go through them. Brian Juravisha's having a decent season. Not as good as we wanted to have. 8 interceptions in those 2 losses are the majority of his interceptions on the season, but he does have 9 rushing touchdowns, 14 passing. He is really good, but could be better. As a freshman, we don't expect too much out of him. Unfortunately, we're in a spot where, like I said, if we lose 1 more game, 2 more games, we're probably out of the college football playoffs. If we lose 1, we might not be, but if we lose 2 more, we are likely done for the year. So let's go ahead and jump into this Bama game. Let's try to find a way to get a victory here at Tuscaloosa. Going to be playing in rainy conditions here in Tuscaloosa. Cross Johnson could take this all the way first play. That was pretty easy. We will definitely take that. First play of the game is a 90-plus yard kick return touchdown for Cross Johnson, who has 99 speed. I don't know why they don't seal the edge over there, but we will gladly take it. I know sometimes kick returns can be a little cheesy, but when you're playing someone like the Crimson Tide, you can't really take any chances on it. Bama will start off with the ball now, just 10-15 seconds into the game, and a good run by their running back. First play from scrimmage, 19 yards. 2 bad plays in a row, though, and now it's 3rd and 16. Loss of 4 and then a loss of 2. Wow, quarterback's going to have to throw it away here, so it's going to be 4th and 16. Bama's going to punt it away. And we're already going to get the ball back just a minute into this game with the lead. Going to go with read option. First play from scrimmage. Rodney Hill wanted them to get outside that block, but we'll still pick up 3 yards. The stadium is absolutely rocking. 11th hardest place to play. And the defensive line is getting hyped up by that stop. 3rd and 7 now here in our first drive. We're going to try to catch them off guard. Run the slip screen. I don't know if I love it to this side of the field, though, so I might flip the play real quick. Going to get it out to Rodney Hill. The blockers are in front of us, and they are giving us the perfect blocks to get the first. Oh, great blockings to seal the edge. Can't quite get the first down with Braylon Russell. Rodney Hill is already dealing with the effects of wear and tear against this Bama defense. I'm sure he had some lingering from last week against Oklahoma and is already basically out for a majority of this game. He has minus 17 on a lot of attributes, but Braylon Russell is a very good backup. Already 2 carries for 13 yards. Braylon Russell up the middle. Great block from whoever that was, and Braylon Russell will get in the end zone. Sticking to the ground here in this first drive on offense. Something that we have needed to do this season, and we've been trying to throw the ball too much. 40 yards on the first drive for Braylon Russell rushing, and a touchdown to top it off. 3rd and 6 already for Bama. They're going to convert that one, though. Wow, he actually held on to the ball. Great conversion there for Bama. It was going to be really tough if they went 3 and out again. Wow, what was that throw from Ty Simpson? 2 guys there. He decides to split them and throw it to the Arkansas DB. We're going to get the ball back. We've only got 64 yards of offense here in the first quarter. We're up 14-0. We might score again. You never know. We've got a wide receiver screen here on this play. I'm going to get some blocks. Try to get back outside with Desmond James. I'm only going to get 5 yards, though. Our read here with Rodney Hill. And that one's going nowhere. Good stop by the Bama D. 3rd and 5. I'm running the slip screen again. We haven't thrown a single ball downfield yet. I'm not mad at it. We need to stick to the ground game if possible. Not a great screen there, but it works out for us. Rodney Hill will truck one defender to pick up a few extra yards. We could have favorable matchups here on the outside. We're running a play action. Desmond James is supposed to be running a corner route. Is he going to be open? It looks like it. And it's a great throw and a great catch. Juravicious linking up with Desmond James, who hasn't scored many touchdowns for us. We're up 21-0 here in Tuscaloosa in the first quarter. I would not have expected this game to be going the way it is. 4-2 Alabama, not looking very good. And again, it's 3rd and 7. Empty set here for Bama. Running some guys across the middle, and you've got to be kidding me. Jaheim Singletary with a pick 6 from the 20-yard line, 25-yard line, 27-yard line, whatever it is. We are up 28-0. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys now, yet again. I feel like I have to do this sometimes because it doesn't make any sense. Heisman difficulty. We're still on Heisman. We're up 28-0 in just the first quarter on Bama. Never in my life would I ever see Arkansas beating Alabama 28-0 in the first quarter. Arkansas hardly ever is beating anyone 28-0 in the first quarter. We weren't even up that much on Pine Bluff this past weekend, I don't think. So I don't really know what to do at this point. We might simulate some of this game and come back to it. I'm going to go ahead and simulate this second quarter real quick and then maybe jump back into it at the end of the first half. We'll have to see. Or maybe not. We're already up 35-0. And it didn't get any better for Bama, so this is really tough for the Crimson Tide, and I'm okay with that. Bama fans deserve this after this many years. Okay, there it is. Jaheim Singletary beat, this time by Ryan Williams, and it will be a long touchdown for the Crimson Tide to get them back into this game. We decided to blitz, bring a heavy blitz, and it came back to bite us, so they get on the board. Well, we're now down to the 8-yard line in Alabama territory. We're running an RPO here. Tried to get that one off to Jordan Anthony, if I'm being honest. We are going to get stopped behind the line with Rodney Hill. 3-yard loss there to be 2nd and goal from the 11. Going to be looking for potentially Luke Has here. I like Satania on the comeback route as well. Just don't know if it will be open. I like Juravicious here as well. Oh, he's going to fumble the football, and we're going to recover it at the 1-yard line. Jet touch pass here to Jordan Anthony. Going to get one block, and that is all we need. 42-7. Probably second passing touchdown of the game, I think. Here for Juravicious, he's had quite the day. 3 passing touchdowns. I mean, just the team in general has had quite the day. You can't be up 42-7 and played bad. So we're going to go ahead and hop back in the sim. Just simulate the rest of this one because there's no shot they come back from a 35-point deficit. So we're just going to wait and see what happens here. My prediction is 49-7. Ooh, they get one back. 45-21 looks like it's going to be the final score. And I'm perfectly happy with that. After the first quarter, they actually beat us. But the first quarter was really bad. Vicious with a pretty good game throwing the ball, 194 through the air. KJ Jackson was able to come in and get some attempts as well. Rodney Hill, not great. Braylon Russell was decent. Desmond James, Jordan Anthony, and Satania all getting a touchdown. And then defensively, it was Jaheim Singletary with the big plays. 2 interceptions for 48 yards, one of those being, of course, the pick 6. There we go. 4-star commitment at right tackle, as well as the 4-star wide receiver from Earl, Arkansas. That is our 4th commitment from Arkansas. And we do lose out on a running back, it looked like. Not too upset by it. I am upset by the fact that we have to go play at Georgia after playing at Alabama. Hopefully our luck hasn't run out and we can play just as well as we did here in Athens as we did in Tuscaloosa. Before we get into this game against Georgia, I did notice that they have 2 candidates for the Heisman Trophy as of right now in the top 5. Gunnar Stockton, their quarterback, is an 88 overall scrambling quarterback. Had a great game last week against A&M, who they beat 52-14. And then, of course, London Humphreys, 89 overall, 6 catches, 118 yards, and 2 touchdowns against A&M. So we're going to have to look out for that combination there between those 2 players. Not much is going on as far as recruiting this week, so let's go ahead and hop into this Georgia game. But since they also wear red helmets, let's go ahead and go with the white helmets as well. All white for our matchup. 91 overall team, number 1 in the nation. 89 overall Arkansas, number 11 in the nation. Game of the week here, so this is a massive game for us. All right, first play of the game. Georgia is only allowing 297 yards per game, as well as also only 20 points per game. Not too much better than our defense, to be honest. We're probably neck and neck as far as defense goes and as far as offense goes. Going to look to pass the ball on the first play. Not used to doing that, but Jordan Anthony wide open across the middle, and we'll pick up a big gain on our first play from scrimmage. Going to try to still stick to the game plan of running the ball, though. Toughness ranked number 2 for the stadium here, Sanford Stadium in Georgia. Rodney Hill getting a good acceleration boost out of that handoff, 4 yards on the next play. I mean, Georgia's defensive line and their defensive front linebackers, I know they're all going to be really good. So running the ball probably won't be easy. We're just going to have to deal with what we got to deal with. 4 yards again, 3rd and 2. Running any play in this situation honestly terrifies me. We're already at midfield, though. So if we can get a good handoff here, we could potentially get the first. RPO wasn't really there. It's 4th and 1. Is this the time to go for it? Probably not. And we go for the fake. The fake punt was a terrible idea. Somehow Georgia read it. I wonder if that was the CPU. Yeah, we can't fool them. Bulldogs are going to start with great field position. I don't know why we're risking it against the number 1 team in the nation, but sometimes you just got to go for it. Hopefully our defense will prevail on this drive up against, of course, the 2 Heisman candidates. And we can't quite make that tackle, unfortunately. 9-yard gain. Oh, quarterback keeper on the second play. 3rd and 2. This is more like it. I like what I'm seeing. Going to try to go with the blitz and play zone at the same time. I have a feeling they're going to run the ball here, but not too sure. Looks like they will. And we get the tackle, but just across the first down line. Yeah, their blockers are good. And Hawker is so slow, and for whatever reason, it felt like I couldn't move him off of his route that he was taking. And the Bulldogs are going to get the first touchdown of the game, 7-0. Can't get rattled too early. Ty Washington going to hang on to that football. We're out by midfield yet again. Like I said, can't get rattled too early. We got to stick to the game plan, which is mostly running the ball. But if we're going to throw it, got to make quick throws, got to make smart throws. Like that one. Luke has across the middle for 9 yards. I'll take that every time. Rodney Hill, great cut upfield on that next play. We're only going to pick up about 5 yards. Oh, Braylon Russell. Massive hole. Going to try to run over. No shot. That is not good. That's the kind of stuff that will get you rattled as a team on the road against the number 1 team in the nation. Going to try to blitz on the next play. And it's going to work out for us. But I am so disappointed that Braylon Russell dropped that ball there. Another sack, though. 2-yard line. This could be massive for us. I mean, we could get a safety here. Potentially, of course. Not guaranteed. They'll play it safe and just run the ball. And we'll play it safe and just get that tackle. Stopping them there is great. Still disappointed by the fumble. Quarterback keeper here. I wish we would have got a better block on the outside. We get 4 yards. 3rd and 6 though, which means it is a passing down. Unfortunately, that we're gonna have to. Braylon Russell, I'm still mad at you. I wish you weren't in the game right now, but it is what it is. Desmond James is not going to be open there. 4th and 6. Gonna have to punt it. Don't take any chances this time. Holding on the first play for the Bulldogs here in their territory. Now they're only on their 7-yard line. Gonna see a run play here, but it's gonna be stuffed. Great tackle. Expecting another run play here. We see it. Somehow Metcalf gets off that block. Let's go ahead and run cover 3 buzz match here on this next play. And that ball is going to be batted down by Justin Logan. Georgia going to be punting it back to us. So pretty good defensive matchup so far in this game. And Cross Johnson able to pick up a few yards on that return. We're down to the 35-yard line. Running the wide receiver mid-screen. Honestly, not the worst scenario to happen there. Is it a good plan on 2nd and 10? I don't know, but I know that our offensive line there got absolutely blown up. I don't even know who number 50 was over there. He's playing right guard now, so whatever, you know. We got Satania. What a ball by Juravicious, hanging in there, taking a big hit. We're down inside the 20. Good block, another good block. Satania is going to be into the end zone to end off the first quarter to tie this one up 7-7. We haven't gotten that good of blocking on a wide receiver mid-screen since the first season of this dynasty. 0 passing yards for the Bulldogs in the first quarter. Only 43 rushing. We're doing well. 120 yards of offense so far, just in 1 quarter. I mean, that's about half of what Georgia usually allows in a full game, so we're on good pace right now. Oh, fumble. Pick it up. Ah. We get to the quarterback. We get a sack. We strip them. And somehow they still end up on it. Unfortunate. We would have been obviously in great territory had we picked that one up. 2nd and 18 though. They're going to stick to the run, and we're going to get another 3-yard loss. Wow. 3rd and 21. Down by their 10-yard line. Their own 10-yard line, and they picked that one up. So there's the first passing yards of the game, and it's pretty massive. Well, the Bulldogs are certainly driving here. 2nd and 6 now from the 19-yard line. Got this covered. We've got that covered. A crucial sack there. 3rd and 15 now for the Bulldogs. 28-yard line, so they're still in field goal range. But depending on how this play goes, we could find ourselves in a great position to only hold them to a field goal or less, potentially. Oh, we needed that sack. We need someone to get to the quarterback. He will slide. Not the best case scenario, but not the worst either. 4th and 11 from the 24. Field goal will be up, and it will be good. No running into the kicker. It will be 10-7 Bulldogs. Oh, Juravicious cutting up the middle. Okay, we'll take 6 yards. I mean, just look at that. We pick up the first down, which is great, but they've got 4 star caliber players in the middle of the field. Luckily, we're running it outside. Rodney Hill, great run. Can't break that tackle, but we're down inside their territory. We're running play action, trying to catch them slipping. Doesn't really work. Desmond James is going to be open, though. Not sure where his defender is going. Don't really care, though. We'll take that every time. We'll hit the 2-minute warning after yet another great run from Rodney Hill. 8 yards on that play. I'm looking for Jordan Anthony here. He's running a corner route on that outside. Not going to be able to find him there. Don't really love the fact that you're running back towards me, Desmond James. Just stay in the corner of the end zone where you were wide open. Turnover in the red zone. That is not a recipe for success, the slightest. Oh, and we can't come up with a pick there. They're just wide open for a 37-yard gain in the direct center of the field. So that does not bode well for our defense. See, that's why I'm terrified of running man. And I think it's Jaheim Singletary. He is constantly getting beat on the outside. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Our man coverage is pretty good. Our man coverage may, in fact, be better than our zone. I mean, Jalen Braxton's really good at zone, but everyone else is better at man that plays. Singletary's got good press at 86. I don't know. He gets beat a lot out there, and he says he's a man-to-man corner, and he is not great at it. So with only a minute and 26 left, we've got to score. We need at least 3. I would love more though. Gonna keep this one short. Rodney Hill will get out of bounds, 7 yards. Only a pickup of 2.5 on that last play, so it's gonna be tough here. Jordan Anthony gonna pick up the first and a lot more. Jordan Anthony trying to outrace that defender, can't quite get past him. Georgia goes with man coverage, and it comes back to bite them. We are down inside their territory yet again, in the red zone yet again. 58 seconds remaining. We'll stick to the short passes. Rodney Hill picking up 9 there. And I would love more than 3 points on this drive. Probably going to look for Rodney Hill again. Can't really call any hot routes. No one can hear us. Where's Rodney Hill? Doesn't matter. Juravicious. We'll just take the yards. We don't have to get in the end zone in that play. We'll take the yards. First and goal from the 4. Big play for us. And Rodney Hill will get in the end zone. Still suffering from wear and tear, so taking a big hit to his attributes. But he gets in on that play, and we will get back to just a 3-point deficit here before the start of the second half. Things are no longer looking great. 13 seconds remaining. They get all the way down past midfield just in 10 seconds. I'm okay with that, though. 8 seconds remaining. They're not going to call their timeouts just yet. Switch to cover 3 Sky. Okay, they do finally take their timeout with 3 seconds remaining. Okay, maybe they are going to go for the field goal. I don't know what it was. We're going to go prevent defense, though. We could return this if it's not long enough. But it's way long. Only a 54-yard field goal, apparently, for him. That could have hit from about 65. Fortunately, Georgia do start off with the football here in the second half, so this possession is massive for us. Touchdown could put us in a big hole. Oh, man, I mean, that was just a terrible route by me. Touchdown could put us in a big hole, and obviously a stop could be very, very big for us. That running back has 10 carries for 120-plus yards already, so he's having a great game. And we can't get a pick there with Hawker. That's super tough. 2nd and 1, big stop, boys. Brought the blitz, and it worked out for us. It's 3rd and 2. I'm hesitant to bring the blitz again for many reasons, but obviously because man coverage hasn't worked out for us. We're going to pinch everybody up. They're going to hand it off to the wide receiver, and we're in the backfield. A loss of a few. It's going to be 4th and 5 from the 42, and it looks like they're going to go for it. I really don't like that. Oh, they're not going to go for it. It does it again. All right, well, 59-yard field goal here. I bet he makes this, to be honest with you. Yeah. I mean, he had at least 5 more yards on that. This kicker has got to be the best in the nation. Good run, Rodney Hill. Good run, Rodney Hill. I was not expecting that at all. 23-yard gain from our first play this drive. Juravicious. That is not a deep ball, Juravicious. What the hell was that? He's got 96 throw power and decided to underthrow someone on a streak. 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10, and it's going to be 4th and 10. Didn't make a decision quick enough. So this drive's going well. 3rd and 13. Got a man across the middle. Got him covered. We just have to stop the quarterback before he gets to the first. Thank God we do. Very vicious. Making something of this play that should have been broken. Looking like Taylon Green against UAPB out there. And we will get a huge gain. Like 40 yards. Oh, man. I thought we were toast. I thought I had made the worst play ever. I was going to throw it away, and then I realized that I could make something of this. Deciding to keep it here with Juravicious again. Probably not a good idea after he just ran 40 yards. It'll be 3rd and 12 after a 1-yard gain on the last play. I would love to call Jordan Anthony on a different route, but I know we're not going to be able to get it to him. No doing on that. Desmond James is open and will get in the end zone. That connection has been great for us in this episode. And he's calling his defender a baby. 23-21 after this PAT. Making a game of it. Keeping it close. Sometimes that's all you can ask for against a team like Georgia. Great running play here. 4 yards. Not the worst. No gain on 2nd down. 3rd and 6. Running Tampa 2, a disguised blitz. Oh, we can't jump that high. Damn, I thought the linebacker was going to be able to intercept that, and instead it was just a perfectly placed ball. And the safety laid a big hit on him, and he still held on to it, so not great. And then a great run for 6 yards on the next play. No, I thought that play was broken. Jalen Braxton, get off of your blocker. What in the world was that play? That's got to be a stop in the backfield. And somehow it works out for them. Don't need to stress out too much just yet. Only down 9. It is achievable to come back from a deficit like this, especially when you got players like Jordan Anthony. Yeah, that's just a great ball. 5 catches for 112 yards for Jordan Anthony in this game. We're looking good on this first couple plays of this drive. We're going to try to run the ball here. The counter, actually, maybe not. I don't love the defensive setup they got going on over there. Might hit Luke Has underneath here. Maybe not, actually, because we've got Desmond James across the middle. Except we can't complete the pass. They're vicious stepping up. And will not get the first 3rd and inches. We'll try to run the ball here on 3rd and inches. We just need 1 yard, boys. Oh, they nearly get in the backfield. Rodney Hill with another great run. Man, he is suffering very, very greatly from wear and tear and is performing well for us. Another run play here. Another great cut by Rodney. Surely he's going to get hurt one of these plays. Braylon Russell still isn't coming in for him. 12 carries for 84 yards and a touchdown for Rodney Hill. That's one of his better games this season. Potentially going to hand the ball off to him again here, but looking at the RPO, waiting to see what happens. Yeah, we'll just hand the ball off. 8 yards in a cloud of dust, baby. Oh, Jurevicius gonna sneak through, and we'll get his at least 10th rushing touchdown of the season. I know he had 9 before the Bama game. I can't quite remember if he scored one. 30-28, right before the end of the 3rd quarter. We're making a game of it. Georgia have been in the lead for the entire time, but we're right there behind them. We have a potential to win. All right, so end of the 3rd quarter. It's 30-28. Like I said, we're making a game of it. Here's a look at the top 25 real quick. We're sitting in 11th, of course, behind Wisconsin, Texas Tech, Ohio State. Lots of great teams above us. I think we're the highest 2-loss team in the rankings. Couldn't quite tell from the graphic. Didn't have enough time to look. But 2nd and 11 here. A 1-yard loss on their first play. They're going to run the ball again, and we're going to get there. 3rd and 10 here for the Bulldogs. Lots of routes. We got to cover lots of routes, and we can't quite stop them before the first down marker. Fumble! Let's go! That is exactly what we needed. Oh, man. Justin Logan. I don't know if he was the one that forced it. No, it's Tevis Metcalf that forced it. Justin Logan ends up on top of it and gets us the ball back at the 35-yard line. Not a bad place to get it back. 5 minutes to go. We could take the lead here. And we could really take the lead if we have plays like this. Wow. Only 6 yards, but it was wide open. All right, 3rd and 2. Got Braylon Russell and Tim Cummings in the backfield. That's nice because, I mean, Rodney Hill quite literally might die on the field at this rate. Tim Cummings up the middle. Great blocking. We pick up the first and a little bit more. Jurevicius up the seam. Gets the first. We're down to the 27-yard line. Things are going surprisingly well for us. I'm just waiting for it to all go downhill. Wide receiver mid-screen here, Desmond James. Going to pick up at least 5 yards, so that's nice. I thought for a second he was going to fumble the football, which would have been worst case scenario, obviously. So it's 2nd and 5 from the 21. Braylon Russell just going to keep it with him, and he's powering through for the first. Our running backs are playing very well today. 3rd and 2, Braylon Russell bouncing off a couple of guys, but will pick up the first. 1st and goal from the 5-yard line. Oh, man. I'm getting nervous, and there's still a couple minutes left, so we're still good. I'm going to try to run the ball here, but as you can see, quarterback might have a little bit of trouble reading what we're trying to tell him. Now we got Josh Vallos in. Great cut from Josh Vallos. Vallos, not sure how to say his name. Oh, boys. We have a lead. And it's not as much of a lead as I would like, but it is a lead. 5 points. Here with only a couple minutes remaining, 35-30 Razorbacks over the Bulldogs. This is one of them moments where you need someone to come up big. Interception, forced fumble, just like we got on the last. Oh, wow, I thought we were about to get one there with the Kari Johnson. Great play, 7 yards. 19 carries for 151 yards for their running back. Our run defense is usually pretty decent. Obviously, Georgia, they're a different beast, so I'm not too mad at it. We have over 450 yards of offense as of right now, so definitely not mad at our offensive performance. Not mad at our defensive performance either. Oh, he's open. He's very open. Jalen Braxton didn't do great on that one. I don't mind if Georgia scores a touchdown on this drive. We just need it to be quicker. We need to have at least a minute left to get down the field the way we want to. Great play there. They're going to get out of bounds. Quarterback taking off. Oh, we're trying to lay the big hit on him. We're going to go ahead and use a timeout just to stop the clock. Only got 3 yards to go. We're going to bring the blitz. Actually, no, we're not. Let's run cover 3. They're going to try to run the ball. And they're going to get in. Hurdle didn't really work for him. Got body slammed. But they're going to go for 2 here to try to increase their lead to 3 points. So a stop here would be massive. We can just... No, I thought I had the tackle. Oh, it switched me to the other defender as if it was a pass play when I tried to undercut him. And that is really tough, because we could have had a tackle in the backfield. 38-35, so we still got the chance to win the game. Just got to take care of the football. First play didn't go well for us. Stadium's obviously rocking, and with it being number 2 in the country, you know how that goes. And I said I didn't need to turn the ball over. That's what I said, you know? And I was looking at Luke Has the whole time. And we turned it over. Just a frustrating performance for many reasons, obviously. Gonna call our timeouts. I mean, supposedly we could still get into this. They'll get back up to a 6-point lead. Yeah, 6-point lead. Basically, got to return the kickoff for a touchdown, or we got to get a Hail Mary for a touchdown. I don't foresee either of those happening. So let's find out. Just real quick, if we can get a touchdown with Cross Johnson. Yeah, nowhere to go on that one. Oh, damn. Thought Jordan Anthony could hold on to that. One more play. 5 seconds remaining. I would love, some type of trick play to work out for us, but no one's going to fall for that at this point. Jasmine, why did you run out of bounds? That just didn't make any sense. If he didn't run out of bounds, we actually could have had a chance there. Would have been one-on-one blocking with Jordan Anthony. But that is going to be the end of this game. Another turnover. When I said not to turn it over, Can't blame anybody else. 6-point loss to the number 1 team in the country in the Georgia Bulldogs. Puts us at 5-3 on the season. London Humphreys, Heisman candidate, 3 catches, 89 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Gunnar Stockton, of course, only threw 2 incompletions. Branson Robinson, not sure if he's a real player or not, but he is incredible. Bounced off of a lot of tackles. Jacoby White, really good. I want to say that's a real player as well, but it says he's a sophomore, so I don't think so. Defensively, they were pretty solid. Unfortunately, defensively, we weren't as good as we wanted to be. Guess they weren't necessarily either. We got 3 sacks, which was fantastic to see, but play of the game when it mattered. 2 interceptions. 18 of 29 isn't terrible. 2 touchdowns isn't terrible. Rushing the ball, we were pretty freaking good as well. Rodney Hill was great. Vicious was great. Russell was great when he was in. We had 6 players carry the ball. Lots of receiving yards for Jordan Anthony. Still want to get Satania the ball more, but he's just not open a lot over on that outside, so truly unfortunate. Come away with yet another loss. 3 losses for a total of 10 points on the season now. But surely a loss to the number 1 team in the country shouldn't put you back too far in the rankings. We do get a commitment from 5-star Miles Law, so if we need a quarterback in the future, we at least, we know we got him. Charlie Collins wins Defensive Player of the Week. He had 5 tackles for loss. I did not even notice that at first. Surprised that he didn't win National Defensive Player of the Week, but we're still number 12 in the country right now, which is not super surprising considering the teams that we lost to, but it's pretty incredible that we're 5-3 and we're still up here. All three of our losses are to ranked opponents. Utah is number 17 now. Oklahoma's jumped ahead of us to number 8, and then of course Georgia's still number 1. But when we put up a good fight against all three of those teams, it really just came down to turnovers. College football playoff bracket is out now, and we're not in it, even though we are 12th in the country. We could easily be in it, though, as long as we finish off the season well. We do have Florida after this game against Kentucky, and they're number 1 overall as the number 1 seed. Georgia, number 1 in the country, is 5th. Oklahoma, 10th. Clemson's 3rd, and they're in 7th. And Oregon's number 2, and they're in 6th. So none of the top 3 teams are actually any of the top 4 seeds, which is funny, but nonetheless, let's go ahead and hop into this Kentucky game. We're going to simulate a lot of this since they're 2-6. We'll see how it goes. Big first drive from the boys. Going to get a touchdown using the legs of Juravicius. Not very many people were open there, but the run was. So we're going to have a early 7-0 lead here in this game against Kentucky. Big stop on 3rd and 3. Means we're going to get the ball back. If we score on this next possession, I'm going to hop in the sim just because I know this game could get out of hand quick. It's 2-6 versus 5-3, and we're number 12 in the country. So Satania wide open. Can't get the juke around that defender, but a great play. Well, that didn't work out. It's going to be 4th and 18 from the 48-yard line. We take a big sack there on 3rd down. Oh, read that one like a book. Justin Logan with the pick 6. Let's go ahead and jump in the sim now and just see what happens. I mean, once you get a 14-point lead over a team like this, usually your team's going to keep it. 24-0 at half. All the simulated games this season have been insane. We barely give up any points. Kentucky's now up to 10, but that's not a lot. Our average points per game definitely goes down. Our average points per game given up definitely goes down in these simulated games. 31-10, the final score here over the Wildcats in Fayetteville. Wildcats actually end up with more yards on total offense. 396 for them versus 313 for us. But obviously, better game for the Razorbacks. We'd rather come out with the victory than more total offense. Who cares about that? Obviously, best play of the game, pick 6 for Justin Logan. He actually had 2 interceptions. So did Akari Johnson and Jalen Braxton with his first of the season. That is quite the game for the Kentucky quarterback. Let's see, 1 touchdown, 5 interceptions, 18 incomplete passes. So we can see why he had a lot of yards. They were just pretty much slinging it around. Pause. Show us the commitment. John and Zegwu, strong safety. Mandeville, Louisiana, 5-star, has committed. As well as Dante Giguere, the 5-star running back. So 2 5-stars in 1 week. We love to see that. Justin Logan with the National Defensive Player of the Week award for that performance against Kentucky. Also got the SEC Defensive Player of the Week award as well. Well, they lost to Georgia, so that makes sense. Look at the gauntlet of games they have to round off the season. Number 1, Georgia. Number 10, Arkansas. Number 6, Auburn. And number 8, Florida State. 3 rivalry games, and then, of course, a matchup against us. Never going to be easy for them. And I said that we might get through the Florida game in this episode, but I'm actually going to stop right here because this game is going to be massive. If we lose this game to Florida, there's almost no shot we make it back into the college football playoff. We won't be able to make the conference championship game, and even if we win against Tulsa and Missouri, we'd only be 8-4. And I have a feeling that they just wouldn't let us in. As of right now, we're 10th in the country, and we're still not in the college football playoff bracket as of right now. Florida's the 11th seed, so if we do beat them, we would probably go up into it. But I'm going to leave that for the next episode just in case we lose. Because if we lose, then we'll just sim the Tulsa and Missouri games, and then we'll get into the off season after we simulate our bowl game as well. We'll sim Tulsa, Missouri, the bowl game. We'll get into the off season, figure that out, and then we'll get into the next season in the episode after that. But that's only if we lose. If we win, we'll still probably simulate Tulsa. Maybe we'll sim some of Missouri if we jump out to a big lead. I mean, we won't be in the conference championship, I don't think. I guess we could still be. I don't know. Georgia's probably going to be in it. Oklahoma's probably going to be in it, so we might not. We might get into our first game of the college football playoff in the next episode, depending on how it goes. So I'm just going to leave it now. Sorry to disappoint. This might not be as long of an episode as some of you may want, but I hope you still enjoyed. Please be sure to like the video, and please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Most of you guys that watch these videos aren't subscribed, so just hit that subscribe button for me. Leave a comment if you're new here. how you feel about the episodes, how you feel about the Dynasty. Unfortunately, we got 3 losses, so this is a make or break game for us. I hope you guys are ready for it. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.